let's proceed ahead. So we have three topics today. And out of three, that's what we will be discussing today. First thing is obviously the name of the webinar, the realities of living abroad. So whenever we think about, like, if you're in India and preparing to go abroad, or if you're already overseas and new, we always think about a very happy and good picture because of all these Instagram thing that, I'll go there, clean environment, pollution free, good food and good things, good lifestyle. But we often overcome, or we often overlook the problems which we face. The problems can be feeling lonely, or you leaving your friends and family, feeling homesick. So these are few things which you should be ready to face. That yes, of course, there will be opportunity financially and career-wise. You will be growing, but personally, you might face some setbacks. So the main setback which I would like to discuss over here is the myth is that, oh, you're gonna have, just like in India, you have many friends going on a weekends, partying and everything, and as soon as you come abroad, you'll have another new set of friends and you're gonna be having the same lifestyle. But it's not the case. If you're new, you might face loneliness, you might face some problem with the food because of the taste buds and everything, and it takes time and effort to build that same type of lifestyle, or you might get into a new one. So this is one of the things that I would like to emphasize, that accept this thing, that there might be some difference in the culture as well as lifestyle. So yeah. Next thing is, I really want to, this is my best slide of this presentation, that consider this thing: the moment you step out of your country, you are representing India. I really want us to be so proud across the world, so that people, instead of judging, people appreciate us. Our Indian cricket team goes out, 11 players there playing, and they're representing India. Trust me, we as an Indian citizen are also representing our country the moment we are stepping out in the public, because in the public there might be people from across the world. Someone is Brazilian, Argentinian, British. So imagine that invisible blue jersey always wearing, and so that if you do something, a good or bad, both, you are representing India. So that's one of the message I would like to give, and that's how I also walk, considering myself that I have that Indian blue jersey on top of my shoulders, and do good and the best. All right, let's move forward. So another thing which we often overlook is about the healthcare system. That we see all that, good food, good life, but we are humans. We can get sick, and if we get sick in India, it's very easy. Okay, just go to doctor. Your mom and dad can take you. But how to take care of yourself abroad? That will be covered by Ashwini. Ashwini, over to you.
Thank you. And Paris, like you mentioned about the blue jersey, like, yes, I feel that's correct because if you are in India, okay, that's fine. But if you are in another country, तो आप आपके country को represent कर रहे हो, right? मतलब आप कुछ भी करो, they will say, okay, she's an Indian, right? They will not say she's from Mumbai or she's from Delhi. So they will say she's from India. So yeah, of course, we have to make sure we'll behave in such a way कि हम हमारे country का नाम रोशन करें.
Yes.
All right. So okay, so healthcare abroad, like this is one of the most important things to consider when you are moving abroad, right? Because every country has a different system, and you have to understand how it works and can help you to avoid the stress and unexpected cost, right? So like in many countries, like public healthcare is available. Like in the UK we have NHS, so which provides free or low cost medical services, right? And however, if we talk about public healthcare, it often comes with long waiting times. मतलब हमारे इंडिया में क्या होता है?
Oh,
But yeah,
sorry.
but the thing is, it's not like here in the UK, right? Because there are long waiting queues, right? And on the other hand, private healthcare offers faster treatment, right? There are private healthcare, but they are very expensive. So that's why like many people choose health insurance to cover the medical cost, right? And one of the biggest challenges is the high cost of medical care in some countries. I know there are few people from USA, they can tell like even visiting, a basic doctor visit can be very expensive without insurance. So in some places, services like dental, eye care, or mental health support. So that every time it's not fully covered in your insurance or public health care. So private insurance is often needed, but again, like it's about expensive, it's very expensive. So to manage the healthcare effectively while living in abroad, the very first thing you have to do is like register to a local doctor as soon as you arrive, right? So of course, if you are in UK, if you are in US, you might have your health insurance. So you have to go and register. आपको register करना पड़ता है, right? So having an health insurance can also help to cover the extra, medical expenses, and you ensure that at faster treatment if needed, right? So अभी हमारे इंडिया में क्या होता है कि अभी आप बीमार हो, as I mentioned, you can immediately go, right? But यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं होता है. You maybe जो waiting queue होता है वो एक तो week, like maybe a week or maybe a month, right? And then you go to doctor, वो आपको बोलेंगे कि take paracetamol or take a painkiller. So it's like that. But again, of course, their emergency hota hai, like if it is like a real emergency, of course they will provide you. But agar aapka sar dukh raha hai, if you have like small problems, you will not get appointment easily, right? So it's always very useful to know your emergency numbers in your country. So in the UK we have 999, and I guess in the Europe we have 112. Okay. And another thing, like many people take regular medication, right? So make sure कि आप आपका prescription carry करें, क्योंकि आप you will go to medical store, right? They'll not give you medicines like that. जैसे इंडिया में हम कोई भी medicine मांगेंगे, they'll give it to us, right? But here it is not the case. They will not give you medicines without prescription. So you have to carry your prescription, if you are taking regular medication, right? So understanding how healthcare works in different countries can definitely make your life easier. And prepare in advance, like get the right insurance, and knowing your options will absolutely help you to stay safe and stress free. Because अगर आपका health ही अच्छा नहीं है, तो you cannot do your work. आप ना आपका काम कर सकते हो, ना आप focus कर सकते हो, nothing. So health comes first. Health is your first priority. So you should know if you are moving abroad, right? So I think these are the things you should keep in your mind while you're moving abroad. So yeah, let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, no, thanks, Ashwini. Yeah, I remember this thing that I went to a doctor, and then it was एक हफ्ते की waiting थी. Like I couldn't see doctor. एक हफ्ते में जब मेरा number आया, मैं ठीक हो चुका था अपने आप.
See, that's the case. You got an appointment. I didn't even get an appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next, moving to the next one is the culture shock. This is a very common thing, and 3 parts of culture shock we mostly face. So I have divided into 3 ones. First is about the religion. ये religious thing बहुत sensitive topic होता है. यहाँ पे लड़ाइयाँ भी हो जाती हैं. So this is something I really want to introduce and give my suggestion that as much as possible stay away from religious comments or religious debate, because हम इंडिया में बहुत कॉमन एक दो चीजें ही सुनते आ रहे हैं, हिंदू मुस्लिम और क्रिश्चियन एंड ऑल दैट थिंग, बट यू नेवर नो देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ अदर रिलीजियंस व्हेन यू मूव अब्रॉड, एंड तुमको पता भी नहीं होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन आई मूव्ड अब्रॉड, फर्स्ट थिंग वाज, मेरे इंडिया में हमको सब पता था कि क्रिश्चियन मींस क्रिश्चियन, ओके दे गो टू चर्च. यहाँ आके मुझे पता लगा क्रिश्चियनिटी इज वन थिंग इज कैथोलिक, वन थिंग इज ज्यूइश, एंड देन हम हिस्ट्री में जब पढ़ते थे वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 का, वो रेलेवेंस अब समझ आया कि अच्छा कैथोलिज्म क्या था और ये अपना ज्यूइश क्या था, कैसे थे. हमारे लिए सिर्फ एक ही चीज थी. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द एग्जांपल व्हिच I want to explain, but there will be other things as well. African, you go to, you move abroad, African Christianity is totally different. So unke beliefs bahut alag hoenge. Brazilian things are so different. So this is one of the cultural shock you will face to get to know more about religion things. Second thing is food, which is very common, very, very common that we at times crave for Indian food, Indian masala, authentic taste to milta hai nahi hai. Plus, you go to a restaurant in India or abroad, overseas का एक difference है. If you go to an Italian restaurant in India, वो एक Italian authentic taste नहीं मिलेगा, थोड़ा सा touch होगा India मसाले का, just because to get that taste. But overseas Italian restaurants means Italian food. A Japanese restaurant means Japanese food. You know one of the reasons why? Abroad, if it's a Japanese restaurant, आपकी उसकी उस restaurant की kitchen में Japanese person ही होगा जो Japanese food cook कर रहा होगा. In India, it might be all Indian. 99% people kitchen Indian ही होगी, kitchen Indian ही बना रहा होगा, but restaurant का cuisine अलग होगा. So this is one of the main difference you might face. And yes, our Domino's. In Domino's in India, when we order pizza, our oregano and chili flakes always comes, but it's not the case here. Overseas, आप Domino's के साथ oregano मांगोगे, वो आपको उसको समझ नहीं आएगा कि आप क्या मांग रहे हो. So these are few small things where you might face a difference in the food culture. And moving to the third part is the race. We are from India. हम इंडिया में सब एक जैसे दिखते हैं. ट्रॉपिकल स्किन है, ब्राउन स्किन है, और हमारी हिंदी सबको आती है. कल्चर सारा almost same hota hai, but when you move abroad, and especially if you're a student living in a dormitory, living in a student campus, you will see a lot of different colors of skin plus different culture and different type of the way they wear clothes. So you will see black people, white people, Asian people, and Asian from every part of the country, like China, Japan, Korea, Singapore, Mongolian. So सबकी Mongolian dresses are so different. आपको पता लग जाएगा अच्छा ये Mongolia से है. So something like that, you will find a lot of new things, what people wear, how people do. But there's an amazing thing as well. If you live in a student campus, you will see that after all, no matter which part of the world a person is, it's a normal person who is living. Like खाना भी 3 वक्त का ही खाना है और shower लेना है, all that thing. So basic civic things will be same, and it's like okay, hey तो हम सब एक जैसे ही हैं, but एक जैसे होके भी there will be a lot of difference you will realize. Even their perfumes, like you can smell something different. So yeah, these 3 things you should prepare yourself that you might face a bit different than India. Guys, please, if you have any questions in between I'm speaking, feel free to put in the chat. All right, let's move forward. Now comes the solution, how to cope up with this. Like I said in the beginning, this is also one of my solution. 3 points I have. One is the positive mindset. Dekho, it's very, very easy to feel low or feel lonely or like feel like, why it's happening with me. No. Don't think this way. It happens with everyone. It happened with me. It might happen with Ashwini. Everyone, a person who is in US at the moment must be feeling a bit strange, like ye kyun ho raha hai? So have a positive mindset that if you are seeing something new, if you're facing something new, that is an experience. Consider this as an experience, and wo experience aage jaake aapko kahin na kahin zarur kaam aayega. If someone, for example, you're talking to a Mongolian guy and that person is wearing a dress, and down the line 4-5 saal baad maybe you travel to Mongolia, yeah, you meet another person, that person उसके बारे में आपको पता ही होगा कुछ ना कुछ, just because you had an experience. So yeah, that's one thing, that have a positive mindset. Second thing is that understand this thing, every type of problem you might face, loneliness हो गई, food culture हो गया, job हो गया, job नहीं लग रही, job के लिए struggle कर रहे हैं, and obviously losing friends. You lose a lot of friends when you move abroad or when you move ahead in your career, because दोस्ती छूटती है, paths अलग होते हैं. So understand this thing, it's very normal. Never ever understand this thing कि ये मेरे साथ ही क्यों हो रहा है, आपके साथ हो रहा है, that means you're growing, and it happens with everyone. Third thing is, which is my personal thing, never ever lose your hobbies and interests, but at least stick to one hobby. इसका रीजन ये है, when you move abroad, you get so busy, part-time job, your homework, your assignment, like Ashwini is doing PhD on Saturdays. You really get stuck in life. But never lose at least one of your hobby. If you love running, just go for that. If you love gymming, you must take out at least 30 to 45 minutes. मैं gym जाता हूँ. I always go to gym, and उस टाइम वो जो मेरा 50 मिनट्स होता है ना, मैं दुनिया की सारी प्रॉब्लम्स भूल जाता हूँ. Just because I give it a logical reason. If I'm lifting weight, मैं squats चल रहे हैं या मैं bench press कर रहा हूँ and I'm lifting 80 to 90 kg, मेरी बॉडी सर्वाइवल मोड में जाती है. वो ये नहीं सोचती ओ मुझे बिल पे करना है आज, ओह जॉब में आज मेरी ये डिलीवरी है. वो सर्वाइवल मोड पे जाती है कि अभी अगर इसको नहीं उठाया, you might get injured, you might get hurt. So that 50 minutes, you're not thinking about any of your problem. कि कुछ भी है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, एटलीस्ट जिंदा तो है. अभी तो यहाँ पे लगी हुई है कि अगर नहीं हुआ, then you might get injured. So never ever lose everything of your hobby or interest. At least stick to one thing, no matter what, half an hour or 40 minutes. So yeah, these are my 3 coping mechanism when you move abroad or if you're abroad. These things helps me. If you have anything else, you feel like there's something else to contribute in this, yeah, please just comment down in the chat. Maybe I will learn as well. All right, moving forward. So yeah, this is one of the question, and then I would like to hand over this to Ashwini. What motivated you to attend this webinar? Kya motivation hai? Like, what is the reason? Being it anything, just comment down. All right, Ashwini.
Yes, please. And guys, everybody, please, comment. What motivate you to attend this webinar? मुझे जानना है. Of course, there are people looking for job or maybe looking for admissions, So let me know. Let us know in the chat. All right.
All right, moving to the second topic, which is interesting. You, Ashwini.
PhD. Wow, great. So next topic is going to help you guys. All right. Just 10-15 seconds more. I want to go to job and getting to it. Okay. Good. You guys motivate me to join.
That's good. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, the reason are resonating with your second topic.
Okay. Meanwhile, people, and guys, I really want to know, like, really, because ये बहुत important part है ये webinar का, like why people are interested, right? Like क्यों ये webinar join किया है, right? Okay. Curious to know the challenges that are faced abroad. All right. So moving to the next topic, finding job overseas. Okay. So just give me yes or no. How many of you are looking for a job in abroad at the moment, like for the opportunities, not only abroad, but of course in India also, because this topic is going to help you a lot. This is about the job strategies. So just let me know yes, no, please, in the chat. Like how many of you are looking for job overseas or maybe, opportunity? All right, I got one yes. Okay, cool. Nice.
Okay. Oh, yes,
yeah. Actually, finding a job in a new country, of course, ये बहुत challenging है, right? अभी मैं आपको कुछ चीजें बताऊंगी, right? You will feel it very common, but please like ध्यान से सुनना. Like I will try to help you out, right? Of course, in 10 minutes or maybe in 5 minutes, I'll not be able to explain everything in detail. But trust me, if you follow the procedure, yes, you will be able to secure a job or maybe schedule an interview or something, right? So today, like I'll share some key steps and professional strategies to help to secure a broad job or maybe any job. All right. So the first step is you have to research the job market, right? मतलब क्या होता है ना, mostly like currently also I have many students like those who are applying और वो मुझको आके बोलते हैं like the students who I'm guiding, कि ma'am, like we are getting rejections, right? So I have seen their resume. They are applying with the same resume to like number of jobs, right? Matlab, you have to research the job market. Like every country, if we talk about the job overseas, every country has different job trends, like skill and demands and visa requirements, right? So before applying, you have to make sure which industries are hiring, right? And what skills are in demand, right? And whether your qualifications match the country's job or requirements or not, right? So of course, like like for the job research, we have LinkedIn, Indeed, and Glassdoor, right? But having a strong resume and cover letter is essential. It's very common, ma'am. ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा common है, right? Ashwini, it's very common. People say this to me a lot, right? But many countries have different resume format. Every country has a different resume format. So it's very important you to tailor your CV to match the local standard, right? मतलब India का अलग होता है. If you are applying for Australia, it's different. Every resume, like every country has a totally different resume format, right? UK ka hai, it's totally different. So research that, like what is the format, right? So highlight your skills and experience and achievements very clearly, right? For example, if you are applying for a job, let's say you're applying for, I would talk about, let's say Python developer, right? So what are the skills and experience required in the JD, right? Job description. Highlight that part, okay? So, and don't use the same resume for every job. Like ये बहुत बड़ा mistake करते हैं लोग, right? So don't use it. Try करें कि जो job description है and your resume has some key points matching, right? अगर कुछ match नहीं हो रहा है तो आपका resume is not ATS friendly and it will, आपका resume will not go to HR. It will be in the rejection, right? So highlight your skills, your experience, your achievements very clearly. Then a well written cover letter can also help you, stand out by showing why you are right fit for the role, right? So this is also for those who are applying for admissions in abroad for masters and PhD, right? आपका cover letter बहुत important होता है, right? अगर आप fully funded देख रहे हैं, like अगर आपको कोई university या फिर कोई country fully funded दे रहा है, तो why they will give you fully funded, right? उसका reason क्या है? What can be the reason? So आपको आपकी जो skills है, जो आपका experience है, you have to mention it very very clearly. अगर आप कोई प्रोजेक्ट के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग फॉर एनी प्रोजेक्ट और इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग फॉर एनी पर्टिकुलर लेट्स से पीएचडी और लेट्स से मास्टर्स, सो आपको एक्सप्लेन करना होगा, राइट? नेक्स्ट, फॉर द जॉब, networking is the most powerful tool, right? Like when searching for job abroad, like many jobs are filled through referrals, and that's true, right? So building connections with professionals in your field can open up opportunities. I've seen lot many students abhi bhi, like I don't know whether you guys are active on LinkedIn or not, but you must like engage in LinkedIn networking or attend the job fairs. There are lot many job fairs going on, and still also like, and if you need my help, I'm here to help you guys, right? So कुछ websites है, there you can register yourself. There are job fairs. अगर आप जाके physically attend नहीं कर सकते, you can attend online also, right? And कुछ professional groups होते हैं, join that group related to your industry. So ये बहुत सारे लोगों को पता नहीं होगा कि there are professional group and about the job fair which is happening. So you must know about this, right? Research, reaching out to recruiters and company HR professional also can increase your chances of getting noticed, right? अगर कोई job portal है, you see a job, you go to just attachment, you attach your resume, और फिर you are waiting for a reply. नहीं, but if you personally message to recruiter or HR of the company, so that increase your chances of getting noticed, right? And another key factor is gaining international experience through internship, freelancing, or maybe remote jobs, right? अगर आप चाह रहे हैं कि आपको abroad आना है, आपका कोई work experience नहीं है, and you really want to secure a job in abroad, तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है ना कि they would not entertain you. This is because what happened कि आपके पास कोई experience नहीं है. So there are many websites where you can register, like Upwork. बहुत सारे लोगों ने सुना होगा Upwork के बारे में, and there are many more. Freelancer.com है. So try to gain experiences, right? अभी for example, For example, let's say कि कुछ student है कि those who are very interested to go to abroad, right? But वो बोलते हैं कि अश्विनी experience नहीं है, so go for unpaid, internship. ठीक है, if you are not getting paid, that's fine, but have a experience, right? So because if you don't have direct experience working abroad, you cannot start, working or maybe applying. You will get rejections, right? So this helps build your international profile and makes you a stronger candidate for job overseas, right? Remember, networking, LinkedIn networking, attending job fairs, and join professional groups, right? And of course, finally, when you prepare for interviews, it's very crucial, right? Here, it's like totally different, right? Like many companies conduct behavior and technical interviews. So practice like most common interview questions, like research about the company, right? For example, if you're giving any job interview abroad or maybe in India, wherever, so आपको वो कंपनी के बारे में रिसर्च करना बहुत जरूरी है. उनका कुछ, if it's a product based company, उनका प्रोडक्ट क्या है, what technologies they are using. बस आपने जो रोल के लिए अप्लाई किया है उसके बारे में ही बस पढ़ाई मत करिए, राइट? वो प्रोडक्ट के बारे में जानना, which technologies they are using, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, राइट? And they'll feel like, okay, wow, candidate is like, he has or she has already explored a lot about us. So like they will feel like, yes, like maybe you are the right fit, right? So summary, finding a job abroad requires, of course, a strong research, a well-structured resume, your networking, relevant experience and visa knowledge. Visa knowledge होना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है, because और मैं आपको बता रही हूँ, बहुत सारे ऐसे कंपनीज हैं, if you go to website, गवर्नमेंट के वेबसाइट होते हैं, यूके में है, आई बिलीव ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी होगा, यूएस में भी है, ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट्स होते हैं, वहां पे लिस्ट होता है कंपनीज का जो स्पॉन्सर जॉब्स प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. स्पॉन्सरशिप मींस you don't have to spend your money, visa, medical, whatever, everything, वो सब करते हैं आपके लिए, right? So make sure कि आप उसका research करें अच्छे से, and you will find one, right? So, and interview preparation. So like with the right approach, landing an overseas job is actually become easy if you follow this approach, right? So I hope these strategies help you in your job research. And if you have any questions, maybe you can ask later, right? So yeah, I hope this helps you out. Over to you, Paris.
Thanks, Ashwini. Yeah, that's very good insights. And to all the people, मैं एक अपना personal experience share करता हूँ finding a job overseas. I worked in India as a developer for 4 years. वहाँ का interview was very to the point. Variables क्या होते हैं और ये strings क्या होते हैं, encapsulation क्या होती है, ऐसे question पूछेंगे, उसका जवाब दो, and this is how it is. इसका कोड लिखो, उसका कोड लिखो. When you move abroad, वहाँ पे it's totally different. ये ऐसे questions नहीं पूछते हैं, behavioral and scenario based पूछते हैं. They say, okay, you are stuck. You have a database of like 1 TB or 500 gigs, and you need to extract like 10,000 records. और आपकी query 90 सेकंड पे result दे रही है. That means it's a slow record. आप उसको कैसे fast करोगे, कैसे उसको optimize करोगे? Then you tell me. अब वो एक सिंपल ऐसे ओपन क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, then you have to tell your experience. I'll do this, I'll do that. मैं उसका execution प्लान पूरा देखूंगा, कहाँ पे मेमोरी यूज हो रही है. So it's not like question answer. It is a based.
Behavior.
So this is one of the difference. Behavior. Yeah.
I have experienced that. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's move forward. Well, this is my last topic, and which is very intriguing as well as a bit sensitive, but it must address. Racism. We always feel like, मेरे को बहुत question मिलता है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में तो बहुत racism है, like, are you okay with that, all that thing? Yes, racism हर जगह रहेगा, और we can't deny racism इंडिया में भी है. हम पूछते हैं, अरे तू बिहार से है, तू कहाँ से, अच्छा तू मराठी है या तू दिल्ली से हो. So racism है, just because it's not negative, it's just a psychological thing. And guys, trust me, when you move abroad, आपकी पहचान 2 क्वेश्चन से होती है. It's subconsciously people ask you, what's your name? Followed with the second question, where are you from? Because the countries where we are living, so many expats are there, so many immigrants are there. So automatically एक question आता ही है, और मैं भी पूछता हूँ लोगों से, oh yeah, what's your name and where are you from? So the second question always comes, yes, I'm from India. And इसके ऊपर एक छोटा सा I'll tell you a story. I was in my first job. I was very new, and then there were more people from other countries as well. तो ऑफिस में काम होता था, मैं थोड़ा हाय हेलो करता रहता था, थोड़ा सा I was a bit friendly. उसके बाद we were having some drinks, office party का, we went out for dinner, and then I moved from South Africa to Australia. So एक simple question ये होता था कि I moved from South Africa. So people used to think that I'm either from South Africa, or sometime because of my looks, they thought that I'm like a Latino, like a South American, or Lebanese, Middle Eastern. So एक बंदे से बहुत डिटेल में बात हो रही थी मेरी, ऐसे ही कि ठीक है कैसा है वगैरह, how was there in South Africa and all, and then he got to know that I'm from actually India. Like मैं इंडिया में born था, but I've moved from UK to South Africa. मैं साउथ अफ्रीका से ऑस्ट्रेलिया मूव किया. उसकी शक्ल बन गई. Like, he was like, oh, you're Indian. You're from India. I said, yes. Oh, okay. I thought like you're from South Africa and all. I said, yeah, I moved there, but so अब आज तक मुझे नहीं पता वो reason उसकी शक्ल क्यों बनी. And he said, okay, I had to catch up with someone else. And then yes, ये कहानी मेरे छप गई अभी तक. It's been 10 years now. I never forgot this thing. But ऐसा भी नहीं है कि positive experience नहीं हुई है. People always praise Indians as well, that you guys are smart, you guys are intelligent, you are handling the whole IT of the world, all that thing. And the Bollywood, my God, people are crazy for Bollywood. Yeah. So it's mixed, but you have to carry that your race as a pride. कि यार हाँ हम हैं Indian हैं, yes, बताओ क्या problem है. Or there's something, there should be something, a confrontation. If something is there, yeah, ask them there itself. So this was one of my story. आज से मुझे नहीं पता, क्या पता उसकी कोई कुछ पुराना इंडियन से कुछ हुआ होगा. So yeah, सुंदर पंचायत मैंने ऐसे डाल दिया. Next thing is, we all know what's happening in US these days. Illegal immigrants आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं, deport हो रहे हैं. But I want to ask you one question. All these immigrants or illegal immigrants जो हैं, like you have to have value. अगर आपकी वैल्यू होगी ना, आपको हर कंट्री वेलकम करेगी, इंक्लूडिंग योर ओन कंट्री इंडिया एज वेल. सो यू हैव टू हैव वैल्यू इन योरसेल्फ कि आप दे क्या रहे हो, जिस भी कंट्री में हो, जिस भी इंडस्ट्री में हो. व्हाट आर यू गिविंग? ठीक है, यू वांट जॉब, यू वांट दिस, यू वांट दैट, बट व्हाट इज देयर टू पुट ऑन द टेबल फ्रॉम योर साइड? छोटा सा एग्जांपल है, अभी हम बोल रहे हैं कि ठीक है यार, इलीगल इमिग्रेंट्स को हमने आउट कर दिया, यूएस बोल रही है. Elon Musk himself is an immigrant. He is South African born. अब वहां पे साउथ अफ्रीका में मैं 2 साल था, अच्छी खासी कम्युनिटी है उसकी. And then he moved to Canada, and then he moved to US, and he is so patriotic towards US. So no one is saying that he is an immigrant, because he is giving value to the country. In fact, not to the country, he has given value to the whole world. That's why his perception is about giving and giving to the world, not like an immigrant. So this is one of the example I would say. So yeah, try to become a valuable resource. Next thing is about this lady. I interviewed this lady, Saroni Roy. YouTube पे, मेरे YouTube पे इसका interview है, and she is very bold. बहुत beautifully उसने interview दिया था. She is an Indian born and here in Australia since like I think 12-13 साल से. And I asked her, because we always feel like racism means guys के साथ हो रहा है, या लड़कों के साथ हो रहा है, या कुछ हो रहा है. But I also want to ask you, Ashwini, like she shared her experience as a woman, as a girl.
Yeah.
Do you feel safe? Do you feel unsafe living abroad, or have you also felt racism being a woman? So I thought, like, ask as a women perspective, how what's your point?
Yeah, like like मैं तो अभी आई हूँ, like it's just been 2 years, and like as I mentioned, like I do, like my work is fully remote, so I spend most of my time at home only. So of course it reduces safety concerns, but maybe with time. But I feel like abhi to koi country, not only UK or not only US or not only any country, abhi 100% to safe nahi hai, right? So I feel like basic awareness hona bahut important hai. So, but
Yeah.
like in my experience, like UK, I feel generally like safe for women, like with the strong laws and maybe secure public areas. But again, it depends. Person to person depend hota, right? So you're going for clubbing or you're going, outing or maybe socially, so depend. So I have personally not faced anything. Yeah, but
Mhm.
again, maybe मेरे को बस अभी 2 years हुआ है, you being 15 years, right? So you have interviewed her. So yeah, maybe. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought like you live in London, I'm in Sydney, and Paris का सुनते हैं, Paris रात को बहुत unsafe हो जाता है, like
Ah,
generally मैं
yeah.
सुनता हूँ. So yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you. All right. Comes the main point: how to cope up with racism, how to cope up with this thing. So, like before, I have few strategies. Number one thing, I think this is for guys mainly. Have a physical strength. You know, physical strength is very important. Even if you are in India, if you're physically strong, and if someone is trying to hit you as like racism comment, at least वो एक बार सोचेगा कि यार इस बंदे ने backfire किया, तो I think that might be a problem. So if possible, be fit, have a good lifestyle, good healthy lifestyle, and so that at least you have that sense of thing where you can cope up, or you can face these type of things, because mentally, please prepare this thing that you might face these issues. मैं कुछ रोजी बातें नहीं कह रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, but yes, there might be something, because this is how the world is, and this is how the world has been. So have physical strength and go and exercise, and because that also improves your mental strength as well. So mentally भी आप strong रहते हो, और एक अलग से ही confidence आ जाता है that okay, किसी ने कुछ कहा तो at least I can protect myself. मैं अपनी self care कर सकता हूँ. So this is one of the funda. This is one of the solution I have always been since I moved abroad. कि यार अपना gym मत छोड़ो. So yeah, that's one thing. Second thing is get the respect. Get the respect is जहां पे respect आती है ना, वहां ये फिर चीजें फिर नीचे हो जाती हैं. Like be resourceful. Try to give to the economy. Try to give to the society of that country. If you're a giver, for example, if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor and working in US, and suddenly, and you're an Indian doctor, and American old 80-year-old guy gets sick and he is coming to get cured from you, you will have his respect, instead of like, oh, you're Indian, you go, but I don't want to get cured from you. वो ये तो कहेगा नहीं ना, क्योंकि वो तो क्योर नहीं आया है. So it's just a small example that try to do those things, or those things professionally, where you have the respect, not like what everyone is doing, you're doing that thing. So try to be niche in that thing. So this is one of the things. I mean, I hope I'm able to explain you the type of things we can do. So yeah, and then some gratitude as well. If someone is asking for a help socially, try to help people. कुछ जाता नहीं है, but you will also get respect. So yeah, and then you'll feel like okay, Indians are nice. So एक image अच्छी बन जाती है. And third thing is, yeah, this is a bit on a lighter note. Not everything is about you at times. कई बार हम बहुत sensitive हो जाते हैं. किसी का मूड खराब है और किसी ने कुछ अपना ही बोल दिया. ओह, ये आई थिंक ये ना हमारे बारे में बोल रहा है, या ये हमारे बारे में ऐसा बोल रहा है वगैरह. कई बार ऐसा नहीं होता है. और at times I take joke on myself. Like for example, हम इंडियंस हैं, थोड़ा से लेट हो जाते हैं. तो अगर मैं लेट हो जाता हूँ, कई बार मैं बोलता हूँ, आई एम सॉरी गाइस, आई एम इंडियन, सो या आज का थोड़ा छोड़ दो मुझे, बिकॉज आई एम इंडियन. और फॉर एग्जांपल कोई मुझे पूछता है कि व्हाट डू यू डू, और मैं बोलता हूँ, ओह जस्ट लाइक आई एम इंडियन, सो यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट आई एम फ्रॉम आईटी. सो समटाइम टेक जोक ऑन योरसेल्फ एंड यू मेक द एनवायरनमेंट लाइट. एक मेरा फ्लैटमेट था, स्पेनिश था. स्पेनिश आर वर्स देन इंडियंस. लेट में वो बहुत लेट होते हैं. तो we were going for a dinner and then it was 8 p.m. and वो खुद उसने कहा कि guys please tell me if it's 8 p.m. tell me that dinner is at 7 p.m. because I'm Spanish, I'm always late. If you ask me at 8, I will join you at 9. So
Yeah.
I'm yes, so it's sometimes you take jokes on yourself and make the environment light. So yeah, these are three things from my side, how you can cope up. But yes, if you have anything else, feel free to comment. All right. I think we are on time. Yeah, we still have like 15 minutes here. So now the floor is all yours, guys. Please feel free to ask anything. And I think we have a few questions we can
Yeah,
address.
definitely. The point you was mentioning, not everything was like is about you. I think, yeah, like it's correct. होता है कभी कभी ऐसा like in my company also, like pura like my team is British. Everybody is British, and I'm the only Indian. So starting में I used to feel like that, right? है ना?
Oh,
Side
yeah.
for yeah, but now yeah, I have that understanding. So कभी कभी होता है कि I say to my manager कि starting में I used to say my English is not good, so maybe I'm not able to explain what I've done, maybe कोई feature add किया whatever. So she said, हाँ, but we know you are Indian, but you are good at technology. मतलब उनका mindset ready है कि आप Indian हो, आपका technically you are strong. So वो हमने ही
Yes.
बनाया है. So of course you see like Google, Microsoft, Meta, like whatever, सब कौन चला रहा है, मतलब हमारे इंडियंस ही तो चला रहे हैं, तो वो माइंडसेट हम ही बनाते हैं, है ना. और जो आप बोल रहे थे ना, लाइक द पार्ट अबाउट व्हाई वी फेस ऑल दिस, लाइक कभी कभी हमारी इंडियंस की भी गलती होती है. आई हैव सीन लॉट मेनी पीपल लाइक दे आर नॉट मेंटेनिंग देयर हाइजीन एंड लाइक मतलब ये सारी चीजें मैंने खुद नोटिस करी है, फिर इसलिए तो नाम रखा जाता है ना. राइट, वी हैव टू
Yeah.
इम्प्रूव, हमको वो इम्प्रूव करना पड़ेगा, वो जो दिमाग में उनके बैठा हुआ है अबाउट इंडियंस एंड ऑल. सो वो वी हैव टू फॉर्म अ कम्युनिटी, एंड ये हमको चेंज करना है अबाउट इंडियंस.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And we're doing it. Yeah.
वी आर डूइंग इट, यस.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm going to this Q&A section and I can see a few
एंड
questions. Shall we start?
प्लीज
Yeah,
गाइस
yes.
क्वेश्चंस पूछिए, अनम्यूट करो माइक, लाइक टर्न ऑन योर वीडियो. आई हैव फ्यू क्वेश्चंस इन Q&A लाइक हियर. I think
So first question is, I think I would like to put his, how different is work culture in abroad from Amit? Amit, good question. I can give my 2 cents and then Ashwini, feel free to
yeah.
do that. Work culture बहुत different है, बहुत different है. Amit and everyone, soft skills are the most important thing. तुम्हारे technical skills हैं, that's why you are overseas. Considering you are from IT, like example दे रहा हूँ मैं, अगर मैं IT से हूँ, मुझे पता है, उनको पहले से पता है, you are an IT and you are on a skilled visa, that technically बंदा sound है, but culturally adapt कर सकते हैं, just because Amit, you will face people from all across the world in one office. आपका left में बैठी होगी Chinese, आपके right में बैठा होगा guy from Italy, और आपका manager होगा श्रीलंकन, and और आपका colleague होगा, बाकी teammates होंगे Nepalis or Malaysian. So it's a very different culture, and how to gel up, having that soft skills is very important to meet and greet. हम Indians की Indian उसमें बहुत आदत है कि सीधा काम पे लग जाते हैं हम. We come here, no hi, no hello, just start working. यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है. Let's catch up for a coffee. कुछ भी soft या कुछ discussion करना होता है. We go out for a coffee, and coffee पे थोड़ी सी कुछ बातें होती हैं which should not be discussed on the floor. Just so that environment can be good, as in maintain रखने के लिए. So these are few things we have to take care. And yes, please dress up well. Office culture is very, very different. You really have to dress up well. Ashwini, anything you have to say, or anyone has to say anything? Please contribute.
Yeah, I think there are two questions about I think Amit and Praveen, like how to be a part of professional group and any platform or website. Which platform would be the best to search jobs in abroad? Absolutely. So guys, I have a list. Maybe after this, we have your data, right? So we know what questions you have asked, right? So I can mail you guys. Like there is a list of, if I talk about UK, so which companies are giving sponsorship and which companies are providing visas and all. So I have a list, and professional groups also. So I will list out few professional groups and platform and website, so you guys can join. बहुत सारे job fairs होते हैं जिनके बारे में हमको पता भी नहीं होता है. I also join, like maybe if I'm thinking about to switch company, so sometime I also join the join the job fair. होते हैं बहुत सारे job fair होते हैं. अभी तो हुआ था like here only in London, so I went there. So physically मेरा possible था लंदन जाना, so I went there. But online I attend a lot of job fairs, like a lot of job fairs. और वहाँ पे क्या होता है ना, आपकी job fair आपके कोई attend किया ना, so आप directly आपका resume, you can maybe you can give it to recruiter, maybe वो direct एक connection होता है. So international जो होते हैं job fair, try to attend that. And I have one question in Q&A. What is the very first thing I should be prepared for when moving abroad? But if you are like looking for job or you are looking for admission, that's the first question I would like to ask. Yeah.
On here, Ashwini, I would like to contribute. What is the very first thing I should be prepared for when moving abroad? Guys, one thing from my side is be close to the opportunities, because opportunity is not just about a job. When you move overseas, and for example, opportunity is making new friends. Be close to city, like city center. वहाँ पे सारी opportunities होंगी. Your job, अगर एकदम से call आ गई है interview की, just go there. Facing loneliness, just stay with other people, and then everything becomes easy. खाने की प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो सिटी में सबसे ज्यादा रेस्टोरेंट्स होते हैं, इंडियन रेस्टोरेंट्स भी होंगे. इफ टू स्टार्ट विद इंडियन टेस्ट की बात हो रही है, सो closer to the opportunities will open a lot of your things where you can be present and adapt that and grab it as soon as possible. So this is one of the tip I would give.
Okay, so there is a question from Akash Sarve. He is asking how to get admission in USA for full PhD fully funded scholarship. Yeah. So the process is, I'll tell you in short. Later, I have a video also on my YouTube channel, so you can go and watch that. But I'll tell you in very short, right? Example: you are applying for University of any university, okay? So let's you are talking about USA. Let's consider University of America or whatever, right? So you have to go to the official website of that university. You have to go to that particular department. You have to search for a professor. Like for example, I am an IT girl, so I'll search for like what are the subjects or what are the projects are there in PhD in IT. So let's say my interest is in data science and artificial intelligence. So there are 4 professors. So out of 4, आपको check करना है कि what like which professor you would like to work. So आपको क्या करना है? You have to reach out to that professor personally on email, और आपको mail ID उनके ही website पे मिल जाएंगे. अगर नहीं मिले, be smart. नाम रहता है, you go and search on LinkedIn. Definitely you will find him. So connect to him, write a nice note like before connecting on LinkedIn, and try to get the email ID. But definitely आपको mail ID website पे मिल ही जाते हैं. And search, like when you search only for fully funded, like you'll get a detail about like fully funded. But of course you can again ask to university which you are applying ki do you guys give fully funded or not, आप पूछ सकते हैं, right? So detail में video है on my channel, you can watch. But definitely this is the process you can apply. Like reach out to professor personally and mail them, send your SOP, statement of purpose, cover letter, और वो कैसे बनाना है स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पर्पस, कवर लेटर, एवरीथिंग इज देयर ऑन माय चैनल, सो आप वो वीडियो देख सकते हैं.
Good, yeah.
I think this question you can absolutely answer. Aditya Ghodke is asking.
Yeah, Aditya, what are the safety concern tips for students living abroad? Very good question. I have worked for 1 year in a university. So campus था पूरा. मैं हमेशा Hollywood movie देखता था कि campus में है, but obviously I was a professional. A couple of things I would say here. Don't only stick with Indian people. थोड़ा सा controversial है ये चीज, but don't be in that bunch where we Indian people are visible. Okay, this is Chinese, this is Indian, this is Irish people, all that thing. Try to talk to everyone. Class हो रही है तुम्हारी, try to be friend. क्योंकि अपना circle बढ़ाओ. एक बार किसी को मिलोगे, दूसरी बार हाय हेलो करोगे, तीसरी बार वो बंदा स्माइल पास करेगा, and then you become friends to that. And then if you know someone, that that the security bar goes down, क्योंकि अनजान बंदा होता है, if you know don't know anyone and you don't know how people think, but at least if you talk to strangers, if you try talking and making friends with other countries, they will get to know that beyond Indian, oh, this guy is intelligent, oh, this guy is good, he's very helpful, or he's good with sports. So जब तक आप बात नहीं करोगे बाकी लोगों से, आपके स्किल्स, आपकी अच्छाइयाँ, या हाउ गुड और what type of people like you meet, वो पता नहीं लगेगा. And then until you know someone, आपने देखा होगा, जब तक आप किसी से बात नहीं करते हो, आपको लगता है यार ये बंदा थोड़ा सा खड़ूस लगता है, या ये बंदा थोड़ा सा ना एरोगेंट लगता है, और इंडिया से है तो ये है वो है. बट अरे यार, इससे बात करी मैंने आज, इससे बात करके बिल्कुल ही ऑपोजिट था. आई फेल्ट गुड, लाइक ही इज अ गुड गुड चैप. सो ट्राई टू increase your circle, try to talk to people as much as possible and be with that mindset, it's okay, मैं नया हूं अभी. अप्रोचेबल रहो, बिल्कुल अप्रोचेबल रहो. हाँ, ये भी नहीं है कि बिल्कुल घूरने लग गए हो, but yes, be approachable and talk to people in a good environment. So yeah, and soft skills training, again, soft skills training will lead you to a lot of successful paths, being it as a student, being it professionally, or being it making new friends, or how to break the ice talking to someone. So soft skills training is another second most skill you can get apart from your professional skills. So yeah, and safety concerns, of course, be you should know where to go, where not to go, at what time. क्योंकि at times क्या हुआ, एक news आई थी back in days. There was an Indian lady got robbed at 1 a.m. in city. And then we made a fuss out of it कि Indian woman को rob कर लिया. But problem was that area is very unsafe. अगर आप Indian हो, Italian हो, Chinese हो, वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा chances हैं that area is unsafe. If we know that area is unsafe, and at 1 a.m. even if I go and I get robbed, so we shouldn't be creating that thing that, oh, Indian get robbed. So ये सारी चीजें थोड़ा आप अपने सराउंडिंग्स, कहाँ रह रहे हो, कैसा एरिया है, इज इट सेफ, एंड इफ इट्स नॉट सेफ, व्हाट टाइम इट्स नॉट सेफ, ये भी थोड़ा पता करना जरूरी है, बिकॉज यू आर न्यू. एंड या ऑलराइट.
ये बहुत कॉमन चीज है एक्चुअली, मतलब सुन के लगता है व्हेन लाइक मैं जब इंडिया में, जैसे मैंने मेंशन किया, तो बहुत कॉमन लगता था, बट यहाँ पे आने के बाद लाइक सीरियसली दीज आर द एक्चुअल इश्यूज लाइक व्हाट वी फेस when we live abroad.
I hope we are a
questions
bit
guys.
Oh, okay. This one, Amit, how to be part of professional groups, any platform or website? Amit, that's a good question. Personally, what I do is I'm very much active on LinkedIn when it comes to having professional connections, and then posting your thoughts as well, like technology wise, because the algo of these platforms are very strong. Not just about open to work or looking for job, or I have this, I have that. Something about contribution, like कोई blog लिख दिया आपने कि today I learned about this technique which I was stuck in that. So make sure to write those proper words which can get by algo. So these people will try to आपका जो post है वो expand होएगा, and then your CV will get stronger in that. Plus, like Ashwini said, बहुत सारे ये webinars plus ये events होते रहते हैं. Be part of that thing. So make sure to attend these.
I'll share the link with them, no worries, of attending the webinars and the job fairs. मेरे पास links है, I'll share.
All right. Anything else we have not?
Surya.
Yes, Surya.
Hi, Paras. Hi, Ashwini. I'm Surya, and I stay in UK. So I just wanted to add one more point to your discussion regarding the opportunities that might be helpful to others. So when I was doing my masters, Indians, like most of us who come from India, we do have this kind of a fear in us that we feel like we think twice or thrice to approach someone. But I believe that we should go ahead and ask whatever we have in our mind, because this particular thing has made an impact in my life. Like there was a situation where like I used to go to my professor for my master's project. So I used to interact with him like weekly once. So there were not many Indians who used to approach professor. They used to be quite scared. So they just used to do this minimum requirement. So we do have a minimum requirement of meeting the professor at least 5 times or 4 times in this entire session, like in the 3 4 months. But what I used to do was I used to go and meet my professor weekly once, and he actually offered me a job
Oh,
in my university. So, like you never know where the opportunity comes from. You just have to make that extra mile and just do it. Like ask for them and make that interaction. We never know like where someone can get an opportunity. So my suggestion would be like for everyone who is attending this seminar, like I would ask them to just don't double think about it. The worst thing that can happen is it will it might be just a question. It might be a small question, but it's just a question. But it makes an interaction with the professor, so you will be noticed. I believe that you should be there, like in the eyes of them, so that they know that there's this particular guy who has asked me a question at least where no one else has never done it. Even that will make an impact in that entire lot.
beautiful,
So
beautiful.
in that aspect, I would just like to tell that about that. Thanks.
Yeah, Surya. Glad you shared this thing, and that's absolutely right. And then, yeah, you haven't, yeah, and then you know what? Once you do this, once you talk to a stranger, you know, things will become so easy the next time onwards. आपका जो डर होता है, जो fear होता है, I know this thing, what type of fear it is to talk to someone, especially from not from India. And then yes, like what Surya said, opportunities can come from anywhere, anytime. So be present there. And like just resonating my point, be close to the opportunities. Like city के पास रहो और लोगों के पास रहो. You don't know कौन आपका note कर रहा है, कौन as a well wisher आके, and you get some opportunities, and your close circles, your friend circles. So yeah, very good. Thank you, Surya.
Thank you, Surya.
All right. I think we are a bit over time, but is there anything which we feel like we haven't addressed before we go?
Questions which they have asked, we have already.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
I
all
think
good
before
now.
closing, I would love to appreciate Ashwini and Paras for having this wonderful session. It's really insightful for us. We got to know so many things. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Amit. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really hope you might have got some takeaways from today's session. And of course, we have something to give before we leave, as like how we as a community can help each other. These things are not discussed because we don't understand, or we sometimes we don't have a platform. So that's where we have tried to do this. We have a WhatsApp group, we have a Facebook groups, so that you guys can join and help each other, like what how Surya is trying to give his experience, and you guys can ask each other, and then try to help each other. Obviously, Ashwini and myself, we both will be here. So after this webinar, we have your email address. So we'll send the link to that. If you can't scan the QR code yet, we'll send the link to join. And we have our YouTube channel as well. Paras Perspective is mine, and Boss Girl Diaries is Ashwini's. So feel free to go there and watch. I have covered few sensitive topics there, and Ashwini has given some very good insights about PhD and all that experience, work experience. So you will definitely gain that insights. And last is closing remarks by Ashwini, and then we have a little giveaway after that.
Yeah. Thank you, Paris. So, firstly, I really appreciate all of you, and thank you everyone for being part of this session. And it was truly a pleasure sharing our journey, insights, and experience with all of you. And I hope this discussion has given you valuable information about studying, working, and living abroad. क्योंकि बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें होती है जो इंस्टाग्राम पे नहीं है, जो यूट्यूब पे नहीं है। जैसे पारस ने बहुत सारी चीजें कवर की, अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, राइट। बस ग्लैमर 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 वही दिखता है इंस्टाग्राम पे, राइट। सो है ना, दोनों चीजें पता होनी चाहिए, मिथ फैक्ट पता होनी चाहिए। पारस हैज नाइसली कवर एवरीथिंग, or moving to a country and finding opportunity, and adapting a different culture also is very challenging. But of course, like with the right mindset and preparation and support, you'll be able to do it, and I'm sure about that. uh, if you have any questions related to advice about life abroad, or maybe social skills, or maybe coping as a new person overseas, you can definitely reach out to Paris, right? As he has mentioned about that group, join that group. There is a group, WhatsApp group, and a Facebook group. Please, guys, join that. And if you have any question, you can ask directly to him. And if you have any question related to how to, apply for fully funded masters or fully funded PhD, I can definitely help you out. Currently, I'm helping 4 students, so yeah, we are on the way. So once they get fully funded, I'll be so happy. So yeah, I'm helping them. Finding a job also overseas, I can definitely help you guys, right? And I'll share all the sponsorship companies जहाँ पे you don't have to जहाँ पे आपको कोई पैसा नहीं लगाना पड़ता है, क्योंकि अभी कंट्री में, कोई भी कंट्री में जाने के लिए you have to spend a lot of money on your visa and everything. So I'll share you a Excel sheet which has all the कंपनीज जो वीजा दे रहे हैं, स्पॉन्सरशिप दे रहे हैं, इफ यू हैव अ राइट स्किल। अगर आपके पास स्किल नहीं है तो आपको स्किल्स तो बनाने पड़ेंगे, राइट। सो आई इनकरेज ऑल ऑफ यू टू स्टे क्यूरियस एंड स्टे कॉन्फिडेंट एंड नेवर स्टॉप लर्निंग, राइट। अभी बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होंगे इनमें जो लोग जॉब के लिए सर्च कर रहे हैं, स्ट्रगलिंग माइट बी, नेवर लूज होप। Definitely, like with the right strategy and everything, you'll find your way. And I wish all of you like all the best, and all the best for your career. And if you ever need our guidance, like we are here, me, Paras, we always here. हमने ये community इसीलिए ही form की है, like Paras and me, कि हम लोगों को help कर सके, right? Because ये community है ही नहीं अभी, right? Just कुछ videos click करना और Instagram पे डालना is kind of very easy, but helping people is something yes, we need it right now in our community. So me and Paras has taken this initiative to help our people. जैसे वो Paras ने बताया, blue jersey Indian make proud. So yes, definitely will make our country proud and will take this initiative. Thank you once again. I look forward to staying in touch and connected with all of you. Thank you guys. And be
Thank
in the
you.
meeting. अभी meeting left मत करो. अभी जो exciting part है वो आने वाला है. So अभी left मत करो.
Thank you, Ashwini. So, like Ashwini said, there might be few things you guys might not have mentioned here. किसी की कोई प्रॉब्लम है, किसी की पर्सनल होगी जो फेस कर रहे हैं, कोई किसी की प्रोफेशनली होगी. So this is something a free one-to-one session by me. It will be an open thing. I will try to help you and guide you as much as possible under my experience. So please feel free to book one-to-one session for me. That's absolutely complimentary. So after this webinar, you'll receive an email. In that there will be an calendar invite where you can book my time. कुछ भी है, जैसे questions है confidence का, soft skills का, या job का. I think job will be Ashwini, and anything else, relationship as well, or fitness. Just book a session with me, and I'll be happy to help you. So yeah, that's a giveaway. And last but not the least, thank you for joining. And मैंने अभी last week ही इस पे एक book release करी है, Passport to a Successful Life Overseas. So Amazon Kindle पे है वो, go and check it out. 8 chapter हैं उसके अंदर. उस 8 chapter में मैंने अपना पूरा ज्ञान, या 8 different category that includes social etiquette, हमको transportation में, bus में कैसे behave करना है. All those things I have tried to cover with my own experience. I think it will be very insightful. It will be a complimentary or with some discount. I will share that discount with you in the email as well. So I really hope it will be helpful for you guys. All right. Thank you for today. Before we go, any questions you have, you can type now, or yeah, otherwise we'll see you in the WhatsApp group or Facebook group and later.
It was informative. Looking forward for more session. Thanks a ton, both of you. Absolutely. वही हम चाह रहे हैं. Community form करते हैं. Let's form a group. Let's form a community. Let's help, each other. एक दूसरे को help करते हैं. That's what we
Yeah.
can do. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, and take
Thank you,
care.
guys. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.
Thank you, Ashwini. Thank you, Paras.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank you, Sheetal.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.